G'day everybody. Well, it's a lovely, beautiful, sunny day. Oh no, it's not, is it? It's horrible. And it's the only day recently I've actually had to be anywhere. Yay! Yeah, today is the BMW Bahnstormer demo test ride day at Loomies. Someone recently did actually post a comment, something like, Spicy and Loomies sitting in a tree. I run the social media and the events at Loomies. Of course I'm there a lot. And actually, yes, I do love the place. I loved it before I started working for them. But anyway, that's by the by. I'm on my way to get some pictures of the test rides. Ah! And of course it's raining today, because not only is it the test ride day, but also, yesterday I spent a good while cleaning Derek. I don't clean him properly very often, like the rims and everything, but I decided yesterday was the day. Now, what else have I done lately? Yesterday I cleared the entire coolant system with Derek, flushed it all out, refilled it with new coolant. I've now fitted a manual fan override switch because, well, it's actually a manual switch now, it's not even an override, because the thermostat, as it turns out, actually gone. This overheated on me a couple of times in really hot days in really bad traffic where I couldn't filter and get moving at all. Quite well known for these bikes. Well, the engine warning light came on, the heat warning light, there's a separate thermostat for that. So anyway, I know when it needs to come on and when it doesn't. It's if I'm sat for an extended amount of time in traffic, so I can just switch it on and switch it off. After I did that, because I made my cable to do it out of an old connector off of Betty, 2 pieces of cable and a switch, which is actually hidden on the side of the bike, which I can still reach down and press while I'm riding. That I saw a Rider's Life had bought one. There's no like criticism of Rider's Life, you know, they were being sold $45. Someone was making a killing. It was just a kill switch with an adapter on the end. It would have cost about $5 to make yourself. I was astonished, and it's a proper job. All of the connections are with connectors, you know, heat shrink the lot. I am changing the indicators soon. I've got some from Lextek. They sent me a set, and I've just got to wait for a flasher relay to come because they're LED. So rather than use resistors, and you can't use 2 resistors on Suzuki anyway, it doesn't work. It doesn't step down the relay enough. I've got to use that, so I won't have to use resistors, which is good. What else? Next week, when some seals turn up, because my front brakes aren't fully releasing. I think they just need a good old clean. Now, I did give them a clean. It didn't solve the problem. It improved it, but it didn't solve it. So I've got a caliper seal set coming, so I'm going to rebuild the caliper on the front. I've got a new disc for it and new pads, which are all going to go on. Rebleed the whole system. So the whole front braking system will be like new, in theory. Also got to check the sliders, clean them up, re-grease them. Hey, you remember all those years I didn't have a rain suit and I get soaked every time? Well, I was an idiot. I really should have bought one, because they're actually awesome, because not only do you not get wet, you actually stay relatively warm, because it blocks out all the wind as well. So I fully advise it. If you don't have a rain suit, they're only about 40-50 quid. Get one. I better mention this actually, because I've talked about the fan switch, and as it turns out, when you mention, you know, wiring in switches and stuff, people automatically assume you're an idiot. And I've had 3 or 4 people say to me, "Oh, I really hope that you've not wired that in, and you'll leave it on and it will drain the battery," type thing. No, it turns off with the ignition. I've wired it in because the thermostat was dead, wasn't working. I tested it, wasn't working. And it comes on too late anyway, because they're known for that. I've just wired it into that, so that's all that a thermostat is a switch. So instead of being a heat controlled switch, it's now my hand controlled switch. Worth mentioning before the comment. In fact, do you want to go and delete your comment when you said to me, "I hope about you've wired that in"? Yeah, go on. That is something you have to get used to if you run a YouTube channel. Is people assuming that you literally jumped out of your mother's vagina yesterday and have never been on this earth a day to learn anything, because everyone thinks you're an idiot. Now, occasionally people are just trying to help you, and it's fair enough if you misunderstood something or something like that. But there is a level of how stupid you must think someone is, or at least lacking in knowledge. One of the classic ones is people trying to help me with my render settings to improve the quality. Yeah, it's called YouTube compression. I don't fuck this shit up. Trust me, if you saw my video out of the render, it's beautiful. What do you... Indicate left and go straight over? Personally, I love that. So classic looking. And it's just different. Some people said it's a bit of confused as to exactly what it wants to be, but no, it's brilliant. I like it. Obviously, I'm not sure how much you'd actually ride it off-road. People like shiny. It's so shiny. So shiny. Oh, something's dead. Something smells terrible. Let's get away from that. It's certainly not slow, but it hasn't got that savage fastness. Obviously it's not going to have that. It's a giant Tourer. It's got a stereo, for Christ's sake. Okay, so the day is done. Why rain? No one likes you. Go away. It's alright, I'm slowing. As you saw, I took the R9T out. I took the K1600 GT out. Well, the weather wasn't great for the Bahnstormer day. It was alright, it cleared up towards the end. Everything was good. Only one unfortunate drop. They did their whole test ride. They got all the way back to the CAF. They turned in, and they just tapped the brakes too hard, as they were literally doing 1 mile an hour pulling up. And yeah, it's done quite a bit of damage to the bike. Shit happens. But it was a good, enjoyable day, and a good long chat with Jojo. I've met Jojo quite a few times before now, over the sort of past few months. But we had a good long chat today. Don't forget you can follow Loomies Moto Cafe on social media if you want to be kept up to date with the events that go on there. It's all cool stuff, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.